Okay, so I got this new journal, but I didn't really like the logo or the name, so I'm gonna cover it up with a sticker. As you can tell, however, the sticker isn't really fully covering the logo of the journal. And that leads to the purpose of this video. Imperfection is perfect. I used to call myself a perfectionist all the time. If anyone would ask me, this was mainly when I was younger, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I have to make sure everything I do is perfect. In more recent years, though I haven't called myself a perfectionist, in the back of my mind, I always kind of was. I always had to make sure that my notes were perfect, that I was studying perfectly, that the work I produced was perfect. But then I did some introspection. I thought to myself, what is the definition of perfect? Perfect is defined as complete and correct in every way, of the possible best type or without fault. Of the possible best type or without fault. But, I realized that isn't there fault in everything? Like, how many things can you truly say are perfect? Can you even think of anything? I can't. I mean, even if I think of, for example, some songs that I really like and I've listened to over the years, they're not perfect. It's just how I looked at them. I think they're perfect, but they're not truly perfect. And that's where I came to the realization that imperfection is actually perfection. And let me explain to it in a different way. So let's think of it with regards to humans, okay? So let's do human 1, who's over there, and human 2. So human 1 can have, like, let's say, like, the perfect characteristics. He can be kind, loyal, forgiving, honest, trustworthy, strong, all of these things. And then human 2, he can also be like strong and loyal, but he also could be, a bit lazy. He might not have the best diet. He doesn't know how to delay gratification, but he is also a family man, very caring. For some people, the first guy, they'd be like, oh, he's perfect. Look at all these beautiful traits he has. And you can argue that, oh, he'd have, many people going for him because, they're like, he's really good. However, do you think this guy really has no chance? No. The truth is that this guy, depending on your perspective, he's also perfect. And obviously, if you didn't hear what I've been saying and you're just looking at this image, you'd be like, okay, how can person 2 be perfect? I mean, he's got all these straight lines, and this guy's got, some squiggly lines. But that's the thing. That's the truth. It's imperfection that makes perfect. And on top of this, when we go back to person 1, the truth is they are not actually perfect. Because perfection doesn't come from having all these perfect qualities. No, because they cannot always possess these perfect qualities. No one is perfect, but we still define people as perfect because we only look at, some of the qualities they have. And we only see this, and that's how we say, oh, perfect. And that goes the same here. You can look at person 2 and say, oh, yep, they're perfect. They're loyal and they are a family man. Perfect. But then they ignore these. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is that perfection doesn't really exist. And you must accept someone for what they are which is like imperfect, in order to seriously be satisfied. So perfect is not satisfied because you always want more. Oh wait, sorry, I made a mistake. Perfection equals satisfied. For the rest of the video, it's gonna be the original thing, but remember what it was meant to say was that perfect equals satisfied. Just keep that in mind. Sorry about that. However, imperfection equals satisfied. So, perfection, what perfection really is imperfection. Is being satisfied. Perfection is imperfection because you feel satisfied here. And that is the truth that I wanted to explain. So that's the truth. Imperfection is perfection because you can feel satisfied when knowing that something's imperfect, as opposed to normal perfection, which is really hard to attain and actually pretty much impossible to attain. Perfection comes from imperfection. Yeah. I hope this changes your perspective. Like I made the first practical step of doing this. The stick is not perfectly placed, so it's not covering everything, but I think it's perfect. Thank you.